Essentially, I think she realized, like, we were just bad targets. The whole thing read traffic. Okay, wait, let me keep going. Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm Madison. I hope y'all are doing very well today. Last week I did a video on internet safety. This weekend I'm doing a video on safety. We had a situation last week that I want to talk about. I have literally 30 minutes before I have to check out of the hotel I'm in. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're entertained. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. Yeah, that's it. Let's get right into what happened. Hold on, maybe the mirror on top of my camera. Okay, angle's not best. Last weekend, my sister and I were in LA. No, shut up. 2 days ago, my sister and I were in LA. So I'm filming this right after. I'm still in the hotel. We just went to the concert in Atlanta. Me and Nisha and the girls. Nisha's friend Holly and her daughter Baylor, who I haven't seen in like 2 years. They met up with us and we all crashed here. I've been living for these. I lost the nail as well. The Bare Minerals eyeliner sticks. They're so smooth. They glide on so well and oh, too much. They really do what they need to do. I got off the plane from Los Angeles, packed, got everything ready, woke up the next morning, got on a plane, and came here yesterday. So I literally wasn't even in town for 24 hours. So I'm excited to finally like go home. But then again, I would not trade this. I love traveling. Like I'm not complaining at all. If I could get on another plane right now and go somewhere. Actually, the Nashville reservation booked to leave from here to go to Nashville, but the flight was like 3 times as much as I usually put down for flights. And then the people I was gonna meet up with aren't even gonna be there. Long story with that. Wait, I literally need to get back to the top. I'm gonna put all that, Madison, put all that in 2-speed. We don't feel like sitting through it all. My sister and I are at the Grwm Sunday and we're walking around and we were doing some pictures because, you know, that's what we do. All of a sudden this lady comes up. I'm gonna try to draw her and put her here of what she looked like because I don't want to like put a picture. I have a picture we showed the security guard because we were like, yeah, this woman, look for her. Anyways, this lady comes up. Hi girls, y'all look young and like y'all might be, you know, educated on how all this works. I'm trying to sign up for a dating app and it's my first one joining and I'm trying to get past the verification process and it's not letting me get past it. And we were like, what do you mean? And she's like, so it's asking me to like scan my face to verify who I am, but like it won't seem to work. And we were like, did you try better lighting? I tried a bunch of times, but it's just not going through. And my sister was like, what app is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, is it Tinder? She's like, I don't know. Is it Hinge? She could not name the app, which first off, big red flag. All she did was swipe, look at the home screen, and be like, well, this is it. This is the, there was no, we didn't ask her. I didn't think about it at the time. I really wasn't sure where it was going. Like, I didn't know where this was going. All I know is she came up, said she was struggling with it, the dating app. Had I thought about it, I would have been like, can you show us the app on your screen? My sister did catch the interface of the app, like the front of the app that she had on the screen. And it was a black screen and it was like, it was a scan feature, but it said S-T-O-C-K-I-N-G, stalking. So not stalking, but like stalking. So my sister paid attention to the interface, which is a big deal in the plot of this. And she was like, it's like Quest Bagel or something. Quest Bagel? That's the best you could come up with? Starters. Okay, in my opinion, if you're gonna like, the whole thing read trafficking. If you're gonna abduct someone, why aren't you using social media to like stalk them? Faces are already in social media, first off. She was very persistent. The fact that we kind of pushed back and she didn't leave earlier kind of blows my mind. Like, for her to not be like, it's not working earlier. Essentially, I think she realized like we were just bad targets. The whole thing read traffic. Okay, wait, let me keep going. All that happens. She says, well, could one of you girls maybe try it and like put your face in just for me to get past the verification process? Growing up, they told you don't use social media. They don't tell you never look into a stranger's phone. Like never look at it and get your, because essentially she was trying to scan our face, specifically my sister's. She was very adamant, like she was holding the phone like this to my sister and my sister was like this the whole time to make sure she couldn't get it. That was good, but yeah, your phone feature has a scan feature and a camera at the top. That's how Face ID works, is it throws lasers all over your face with a little light. Then the scanner picks up the lasers, sees the structure. I'm pretty sure that's what she was doing. There's 2 factors that were also really weird about it, besides the fact that she literally couldn't name the app. Oh wait, before I keep going, don't forget to subscribe. Keep going. We did search and there is an app called Coffee Meets Bagel, which is a dating app. And we were like, you know what? Let's see what this is. We set up the app. There was no screen with that interface that said stalking, that had the little loading symbol. Like, None of that was there. Red flag number, what are we on? Like, that was a big one though. And then the next one was that we kept seeing her, this black is black. She kept walking around in circles at the Grove and making the same route with no, like, she was not there to shop. She had her head in her phone the whole time, which we think, obviously, like, if it's a big ploy, there were probably other people involved giving her instructions on her phone and communicating with her on who to approach next. That's my guess. But just be aware, like, this could happen anywhere. It could happen with any app. It doesn't have to be a dating app. Do not look at a stranger's phone. If they go to show you something, say, oh, no, no, no. I really would never have thought that into it, of like, don't look at a stranger's phone. But don't look at a stranger's phone. And the reason why we think there were definitely more people involved, she kept walking out over the parking garage. If you know the Grove, this is kind of what it looks like, right? She would walk out of the parking garage, and then she would keep walking, and then she would circle like by La La Land, where you turn off to go to La La Land, and then she would do like a big circle and then go back and walk into the parking garage. Like, it was, the whole thing was super weird. And so we did, my sister really wanted to approach her. My sister was like, I'm going to ask her what the app was again. And I'm like, oh, we're not gonna do that. So we didn't approach her, but we did find a security guard and told him what happened. And we were like, this just seemed so sus. And he was like, no, I agree. He's like, we will definitely keep an eye on her. And then we did see him like 10 minutes later in the middle of the thing, and we pointed her. We were like, she's right over there. So he was watching her, but it was really weird because she came very polished. Like, she had on a full face of makeup, bleach blonde hair, and bleach blonde hair is hard to upkeep. So like, in a way, I don't even have bleach blonde hair. Bleach blonde hair is a sign that you're not broke if you can keep up bleach blonde hair. So like, she gave the report. But yeah, the whole thing was really weird, but I'm really blessed that we had our awareness on and we didn't fall for it, because it's super easy if you see an older, I mean, she had to be like 60, 70, she had work done. It's super easy if you see an older person be like, oh yeah, like generously, like, oh, I'll help you with this. But like, who would have thought that this is stuff we need to be concerned about? And that's what's really sad about it. Like, we're just in a different world where you have to be concerned. This could happen literally anywhere with anything. It could happen. Honestly though, what's scary is like, and I'm not saying don't leave your house, but you know, there's a lot of debacle over posting online and who you're posting with and stuff. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Someone can literally come up to you. They could be wearing Meta glasses, and there's a way to do it where you don't have the light on when you're filming people. So getting faces can be done with all sorts of methods. Someone could come up to you in a Starbucks with a tiny camera hidden in their shirt and just walk over. And yeah, you never know. My point is you can't stop living life, but definitely be aware of your surroundings. And honestly, pride is kind of the downfall of evil people. I feel like most people, very rarely do you probably have people who are able to execute some crazy stuff without doing stuff that are red flags, if that makes sense. Like, again, why did they not use social media? Why did they try to scan our faces in real life? Like, it was just the most obvious red flag situation ever. I mean, who knows? Maybe we're missing something. Maybe there truly is an app. Watch, these people are probably loaded from whatever dirty thing they're up to, and they're gonna throw together a quick little app with the same interface to make it look like they weren't doing that. Watch, if this thing blows up, it probably won't blow up, but if it does, it wouldn't shock me, because if they're in the industry of abduction, they probably have a lot of money selling humans. Like, that's disgusting. It's disgusting, it's really sad, and it's a little disturbing that we were kind of targeted. I think my sister, she acted like it was no big deal, but I do think she was disturbed. I was disturbed. I was like, this is not cool. My sister was ready to go like follow this woman and call her out. I was like, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, super fun experience. But I definitely wanted to share it because stuff happens, and this world today is very different than it once was, and you definitely have to be aware of your surroundings. The moral of the story is there's always going to be new methods of the abduction industry, so have your guard up literally everywhere. If anything seems suspicious, don't feed into things, even if they look somewhat harmless, because like, seriously, I don't really know what they would have done with my sister's face as opposed to a face on the internet. I feel like you can get so much data off of the internet. It was weird. The whole thing was really weird. Glad that we picked up on the red flags and that we're here and that we are safe and not in the back of someone's white van. Icing on the cake, this was my second time of a potential abduction attempt in Los Angeles. The first one I don't want to get into because I think the people who were trying to do it were pretty powerful. I don't know, maybe these people are too, who knows, but these specific people who were giving us kind of sus vibes had a lot of power and a lot of clout, so we're not gonna talk about that. Just know that, like, don't trust billionaires. Like, don't trust billionaires because that too can get you in the back of a car. Also, if you see this woman at the Grove, definitely report it. I doubt she's gonna be in the exact same dress. She's in a black dress, but she honestly, if this gets any traction at all, she's gonna change her style or they're gonna hire someone new. Like, let's be real. So just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings because welcome to 2025. It was so good when you didn't have to worry about this stuff. I honestly have always lived in a world where stuff was worried about, but back when like our parents were younger, there was much less of this. So it's kind of unfortunate that we have to like, this is all second nature. Our reaction to this woman was pure second nature of knowing how dark industries can operate in the world. We were like, yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna pop on a little bit of this just to add some blend. I'm so tired, y'all. We were up till like 2 in the morning last night because we went to a concert. It was good. It's just not the most family friendly. It's definitely not family friendly. Honestly, I was more excited to see my honorary sister and nieces. Love them so much. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go hide a Labubu in the middle of Atlanta. I might attach that as a short here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss my content in the future. I want to do a giveaway at either 400 or 500,000. It just depends on how fast everything rolls. Once we get closer to either number, I'll announce it, but I want to do something big. I feel like a big giveaway would be a lot of fun. I hope you liked my look. I feel pale next to the rest of my body, but it's not too bad, huh? Sorry I was looking up half the time. I, again, had to look at the mirror. But make sure if y'all haven't yet to pick up my other platforms right here. Insta, Snap, huge ones if you're not allowed on any of those. Coverstar, obviously so many of you guys have been coming from Coverstar, which love that. I love tornadoing the platforms like this. Then I get the right audience. Listen, I don't want a bunch of grown adult men who are my dad's age in my comments. I'd much rather Gen Alphas and being the bigger sister model of the internet. It's so much more fun and my content's PG anyways, so I'll claim that. I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you guys pick me up. Yeah, let me know if you've ever had a scary situation in your life. Not to like scare y'all, but like just to make y'all aware of the world. Let me know in the chat if you had any crazy experiences like this, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye! It's time to go home, put on a new nail.